but this film in particular, The Passion of the Christ, you know, as I said, it's sort of like going back in time. I felt like I went into a time machine and almost was seeing it. And, you know, there's some moments that are very graphic, but as you've said in interviews, maybe your film is realistic as it is, isn't as graphic as it actually was, the scourging, the whipping, the crucifixion itself. But why did you make this film?
Well, I think there's a tendency for all of us to take that event and the extent of the sacrifice, take it for granted.
Yeah.
And filmically, particularly, cinematically, I think it's been sanitized a fair bit.
Right.
So that it becomes, I don't know, ineffective, ineffectual, not emotional.
Yeah.
And I wanted to illustrate the extent of the sacrifice Christ made. So I felt that to do a film like that, and my own experience contemplating over the years on the Passion, my imagination soared, and there are readings on the matter that kind of brought home the dreadful reality of how bad it was. And I just wanted to put that on film to give people maybe a new look and to sort of bring another theological perspective to it that perhaps they hadn't thought of before.
Yes. Now, Mel, there's a rumor, the word on the street is that you're going to do a follow-up to The Passion, and it's going to be written by Randall Wallace, who, how many of you have seen the film Braveheart? Have you seen Braveheart? Okay, yeah. Well, Mel directed that film. He starred in the film as William Wallace, and Randall Wallace wrote that film, and so you and Randall are talking about writing a sequel to The Passion. So is that going to really happen?
We're talking about that. Of course, that's a huge undertaking.
Yes.
And, you know, it's not The Passion 2. I mean, it's called The Resurrection.
That's right.
And
That's right.
Of course, that's a very big subject.
Yes.
And it needs to be looked at because we don't want to just do a simple rendering of it. I mean, we can all read what happened, but in order to really experience and explore probably deeper meanings of what it's about, it's going to take some doing. And Randall Wallace is up to the task. He's also, as well as a brilliant writer, he's a great director. He directed We Were Soldiers and Heaven is for Real and stuff. So he's a good writer and director.
Yeah.
So
That's fantastic.